Phoenix Rising, do they have 1 foot into the playoffs? Question mark. We'll find out. Let's chat about it. Let's go. Welcome into the PHNX Rising podcast. Appreciate everyone joining us here on a Wednesday night. Go ahead and hit that like button on the way in. Make sure wherever you get your podcast, hit the 5 stars, subscribe, review, all that jazz. We got everyone in the house. What's going on, chat?
Football, not jazz.
Football is jazz. It's making beautiful music on the pitch. They're trying to do that. Phoenix Rising is coming after win. We'll see if playoffs are in store. I am Max, the ad man Simpson. To my left, your right, we got Owain, the Oracle Evans.
Hi.
And to my right, your left, we got Rees, the stat lackey, the glizzy guzzler, the hot dog helper.
All right,
You always
The
have a
Frank-
hot
shut
dog
up,
challenge.
The Frankfurter
You always
Fiend.
have a hot dog
Well,
challenge, to be fair.
Max
The
owes the people
sausage
beers.
skewer.
Max owes people Polar Pops. Max owes people a lot of things. Once Max does all of these things, I will finally, have the hot dog challenge. Max said he'd show up to a game. Where's he been since the Open Cup, Max? You MLS shill.
Oh.
How we doing, Rees?
I'm doing good, Max.
Nice. Awesome. We got Freckle Mama behind the random redacted computer, hitting the 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. Everyone in the
math,
chat, Trace Williams, just became a member. We love to see it. Appreciate you, Trace. James Wilson, let's have a great night. And saying something nice about me. I'm
Hey,
here.
sure.
I'm
For
consistent. I'm consistent as they come.
First
as
time he's
you
done
know.
this since November 2023.
Okay, that's just factually incorrect.
Oh, November 2022?
Okay, this man's crazy.
Yeah, your almond joys.
Ben Wilson with it. No free ads.
Polar
Polar Pops.
Pops.
We'll take that all day.
Yeah.
Almond joys.
I wouldn't say empty promises. Just, everything has a date. It's due
The
at some
tattoo
point.
took you how long?
But it got done, did it not? Did it not? Speaking of, wait. Let's get back to the subject, by the way. When are you eating the hot dog?
I told you. I literally told you, Max, when I will.
When's
Yeah,
that?
you got to get the
When
Power
you
Pops, mate.
get the people Polar Puffs, when you get the
There's
people
no
beers,
contingency. There's no
when you eat
contingencies.
an Almond Joy,
There's no contingencies.
you have the Almond Joy is really at the top of the list.
There's no contingencies. We had a night. We had a night.
Well, no, I'm giving you the contingencies right now, Max. There's
we had
certainly
a nice conversation before I went on air about no free ads, and you were doing it right now.
about the Almond Joys.
You better
What-
you better get it.
Or is this about the Jägermeister Cup that Hartford
you better
won?
get together, or else bad things are gonna happen. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there.
All right, man.
Deborah in the chat.
I mean, we could talk
Everyone.
about the updates to the Coca-Cola World Rankings.
Okay,
That
all
is
right,
true.
all
That
right,
is
all
true.
right,
We could
all
do
right,
that.
All right.
What's the PDC Order of Merit called now? It's got a weird name.
It's a ladder company.
Why don't you talk about darts while we're at it? Stand
well,
up for the
yeah,
all the
that's
darts.
what we're doing,
Stand up for
yeah.
the all the darts.
Uh,
Gish,
You don't have
Gish,
to
all the
dance.
darts. Not standing up.
It's the
doing
Werner
it.
Rankings
Yeah.
ladder. That's a terrible name.
Do you like their
Once
ladders?
again-
Winner ladders?
Once again, if you're turning in for Phoenix Rising content, do apologize. We get to it at some point here and there, but this is just kind of the PHNX, whatever you want to listen to, podcast. Let's
Wrexham.
get back on track, shall we?
You know,
Phoenix
we're
Ri-
normally quite on track when you're not here.
Yeah, that's
We actually are.
this is why I
We
question why
actually
I'm on
are,
this
to be
pod.
fair.
I question why I'm on this pod every day of my life. Phoenix Rising with a 2-0 victory over North
Start being
Carolina.
out on Saturday. What?
With a
Is it
Phoenix
really?
Rising
It is gonna be
2-0
a double
over North Carolina FC. We will get to the dollar beers. Phoenix Rising 2-0 over North Carolina FC. Goals by Charlie Dennis, Collin Smith. What do we think, right? Phoenix Rising 2-0. They're back. Am I hearing USL Championship?
All right,
Guaranteed
Max,
buckets?
Go ahead and unplug the microphone and walk out because that's
Okay,
a
well, what do we
taken
got?
out.
What do you think of this win then?
It was a good win.
Yeah.
They played well. They executed a game plan for like the third time all season. With all due respect, of course. But no, I mean,
That's a crazy with all due
Here's what I'm
respect.
going to say. We've come into this immediately after just like beating Max with the stick, right?
The usual.
Like metaphorically and potentially physically. He's putting weird faces now.
ugh.
and now it comes in with the same kind of sarcasm.
Well,
Let's talk football. Come on.
yeah, I mean, it is. That's what happened.
I think they've been inconsistent this year. I think the thing that's
Rising have been consistent.
inconsistent.
Okay.
Consistently inconsistent.
I got
They have been
scared
consistently inconsistent, to be fair. I think the thing about it is that they came out with a game plan. They played the back three or back five, however you want to kind of describe it. It was interesting, actually, speaking with Pa today, and he said that he feels that actually a lot of the defensive success came from the press as well. The pressing front three that caused some issues there in terms of, pulling ways to, preventing North Carolina from getting anything of real note off. But when you speak about consistency or inconsistency and not necessarily pulling the game plan off time and time again, I think the biggest thing about it is that we have, and maybe I'm jumping the gun on this and probably fully analyze this North Carolina game, but the biggest thing to me is this team frequently has caused, I think, the premature kind of false start almost on, oh, they finally clicked. They finally worked it out. We've had that several times this season. They'd worked out what they were trying to do. And yet at the same time, then you never see it happen in subsequent weeks. They don't pull it together. They don't put together a consistent performance overall. Almost like Max not being consistent with the almond joy that's sitting there waiting for him. There's an almond joy.
They're a pretty start-stop.
Can I go get the almond joy? For Max?
They're a pretty start-stop club. I think especially right in this match, they would put a little bit of consistency. What would you attribute it to, Rees? I mean, right, seems like they're kind of playing through channels a little bit better. They're trying to string things together. You look at the lineup, definitely a couple. Good toss. You look at the lineup, some decent attacking pieces there, right? Charlie Dennis playing, opening the goal, right? He's been a solid contributor, but I think that's the tough part about this club is you're just trying to find. Not necessarily who the goal scorers are, but it's going to be what are you going to get from an attacking output over a 90 minutes from week to week? And I just don't think we've really had that answer.
Oh, no, we definitely haven't because, I mean, there hasn't really been a consistent front three this season, especially once Sterling Margarita left. Because, when Margarita was here, it kind of felt like he was one of the first names penciled in within that front three. Now that he's gone, it's kind of been a revolving door of guys. And then back to what Owain mentioned about, how the press really did a good job within this game of shutting down North Carolina and limiting their opportunities. Rising's two players that won the most duels were Hope Avievu, who won 7. He attempted 13. And then Charlie Dennis, who won 9 and attempted 14. The next closest was JP Skiers, who won 6 of his 13. Those two in the press, they really were both powerful but organized, which the powerful in terms of their press we've seen at times this season, but we haven't seen organization like that in the press, which we also haven't seen at the back. And in all terms, I feel like the only word that you can really use to describe this game was that they were so organized. They were just not losing runners at the back post like we've seen.
It's honestly big for this club. It's
27
games
it's
pretty
big
big
season.
for them. Yeah.
I think a part of that, though, is that this club, in a lot of ways, you see the attack coming from the fullbacks, right? We talk about guys like Danny Flores, like Collin Smith in particular, right? Collin Smith, I don't think necessarily, while he's grown into the season, I still think he's shown flaws throughout the year, right? One of the big ones has been, I think he's been a guy who sometimes does get caught on the break. And that's just a byproduct of the way that you're asking him to play, right? You're asking him to go up and attack as well, and then it's going to give up a little something on the other end. Well, I do think that you see it in this game, that you have that 3 centre-back kind of grouping there with Rafa in the middle, the Cell on the one side, Pap on the other. And they are able to cover a lot more efficiently and prevent you from being kind of caught in those same ways. And it actually had some benefits in there. Let's not forget Collin Smith scored. He would have had an assist if it wasn't for an offside call in there. And I mean, look, I don't know whether he's offside or not. There's never the angles you need for that, is there, in USL? But at the end of the day, he I think you saw more of maybe the attacking side that you see occasional flashes of from him, because he was freed from some of the defensive worries that he had. Yeah. It's one of those things. I think tactically it did bring out opportunities for this team to not be exposed in the way we've seen them be exposed at times this season. This is why it's really interesting to me, right? When you look at this, because a lot of people will say, "Oh, is this the way forward? Is this the blueprint forward?" And you get very non-committal, obviously, from Rising. They're not going to tell you whether they're going to do it again or not. I mean, Para is like, "Oh, well, we could use it again." You get Patrick kind of saying that, there was some very specific things in North Carolina's game. The number of players they attack with, going man-to-man with that instead is possibly the right way to go, and that's why this shape works in that game. And so that's the question, isn't it? Are they going to do it again against San Antonio on the weekend? Or are they going to revert back to that back four that they've played with for most of the season?
Yeah. Listen, it's something that they gotta answer. You gotta find that consistency. I think it's just the tough thing, right? I mean, this club, right? They've had chopping and changing within lineups. You're gonna see that over the course of the season with any club. But I think especially just being able to put that consistent string of performances together. You've seen differences in the back. You've seen some different number 9s in the mix. I think the thing is this is what I'm curious about, is we talk about the consistency of performances, which is so crucial. We're calling it what it is, though. You're getting to the point of the season where we'll get into a little bit later, right? But Rising on course, the season ended today. They make playoffs. I'm not saying you throw it out the window, but you then do become, you get into these single game knockout elimination type matches. Does that change your thinking at all? You're trying to preach consistency. You're trying to find that rhythm. But it also, in playoffs, we have seen rhythm goes out the window. We see upsets all the time. We see game plans kind of being mucked up in favor of just surviving and advancing. That's going to be the tough thing. And I don't know. I don't know how that suits this Rising team. There are clubs clearly in better form and have much more consistency. I guess the one thing going for them is you kind of have a bit of a blank slate. Can't throw it all out the window, but you can't throw some of it.
I think the biggest thing I'm going to say here is when you're looking at Rising going forward, one of the big things here, I don't feel that they have to, for the remainder of this regular season, be necessarily the goal threat that they've been at other times. You can focus a little bit more.
Tighten it up.
Because I do think there's a part here whereby you consider how, from Rising's perspective, they probably don't need another win now, actually. They may only need another point. They may not even need that.
Yeah.
The 36 points they have now may be enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be pretty, but it may actually prove to be enough because a lot of the teams around you are dropping points also. And you are in 6th. I think if I had to make a prediction right now, I'd say Rising finishes in 6th or 7th. It's probably the most likely, as Rees has his fun there. But I just,
idiot.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, they don't necessarily need to, take that, go out and play this attacking brand of football. I will say this, though, they're going to have to muck it up like that in the playoffs, definitely be a bit stronger defensively. They're also going, if they're going to have any hope, you're not going to go out and play open games, I think, against some of these teams at the top of the table on the road and expect that you're going to do well. I also feel like as you look at these remaining games, I mean, again, San Antonio, who knows what they're going to come out with. Partly depends on the result today. We'll talk, I'm sure, about that in a bit. But it's, I don't know. Regardless, though, this is Rising's worst season at home, by the way, in terms of wins. That's confirmed. Ever.
That's why Max doesn't show up. Or Max is the lucky charm. Which way do you look at it, Max?
Can't support this club. Can't support the club. Not winning home. No, it's I don't know. I mean, right, in theory, this club could, like, to your point, it also depends. I mean, you're good. This club will never say that, right? Oh, well, they're gonna try to position themselves to be in the best matchup, but depending on who you ask, depending how you look at it, right? Finishing in 6th versus 7th, or 5th, or 5th versus 6th, whatever, right? That does dictate the different opponent that you could be playing if you get to that point in the first round. We'll see. Could even help them out. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting seeing how you analyze it. I mean, honestly, it's probably even a next week conversation, depending, especially how this weekend goes. We'll probably get more into what that playoff scenario looks like and even kind of discussing those favorable matchups. But, right, we do have a match ahead to talk about. Anything else from this matchup, this win against North Carolina SC from this club?
It wasn't a draw.
Hey.
And it wasn't a loss.
Hey.
Which means it was a win, which is good.
I mean, it was a win in our hearts and also on the score sheet. I mean, right, this is...
Well, can I have my final thing in there?
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't have wanted to move to Cary, I think.
Damn, that's very fair. This is Rising's first win.
I've been there last year.
Rising's first win
Beautiful.
in all
Yeah,
competitions
no, you're all
since August 23rd.
How old were you August 23rd, Max?
Same age I am now. All right, well, we're going to talk more about this next upcoming
Rees
match.
is here. Rees, what are you implying?
Oh, man.
Old.
Okay, well, we'll get to the upcoming matchup on this side of this break. All right, well, listen, if you want a good time, right, you can go to Rising matches. They got $1 beer night. That's all well and good, but make sure you go to our friends at Gila River Resorts and Casinos, right? We got all the fun stuff. Wild Horse Pass is the place to be, especially their upper deck barn grill. It's the place where you go for Cardinals watch parties, all of our away games there. It's absolutely fantastic. But of course, right, you live anywhere throughout the valley. They have the 4 valley locations for you to choose from. You do you at our friends at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. They got table games. They got slots. They got the largest casino floors in Arizona and hotel rooms, might I add. Absolutely phenomenal.
And unlike Max, if you do play those games, you may actually win some.
I hate to say it.
Max doesn't win.
He is right. Yeah.
Max is bad luck.
Yeah, go play the blackjack.
Don't go with Max.
Go play the slots. Yeah, fade me. Play against me. But it's a good time. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Visit You Do You and play at Gila.com to learn more today. Also, we got to shout out friends over at Kemper. For more than 15 years, Access Insurance Agency of Arizona has provided affordable and reliable car insurance to drivers in the Phoenix metro area. As a dedicated part of the local community, Access Auto helps Arizona drivers get insured by offering flexible coverage options and accepting various forms of ID, driving histories, and license types. By partnering with over 20 insurance carriers, they make it easy for you to compare rates and find the best policies for your budget. With bilingual Spanish-speaking agents at 9 convenient locations across the valley, Access agents are ready to assist customers in finding the right coverage for their budgets and identifying available discounts. Both cash and card payments are accepted for added convenience. Access Auto, trusted by the community, rooted in Phoenix, and ready to help. All statements are subject to terms, exclusions, and conditions of the applicable policy. In all instances, the current policy contract language prevails. Coverage is subject to individual policyholders meeting underwriting qualifications and state availability. Other terms, conditions, and exclusions may apply. Shout out our friends at Access Insurance Agency and Access Auto. Let's go. We're back.
We're back. I'm holding an Almond Joy in my hands, and Max Simpson is going to eat the Almond Joy
All right,
before
fine.
we proceed.
All right, I'll get it over with.
That's no Max.
He actually hit the pin then.
That's what we do.
Max, you're gonna eat an Almond Joy before.
If Rising went out, I'll eat an Almond Joy, and I'll like it too. I don't mind. I don't mind it. I'm actually doing this because you guys are making such a big thing about it. Hello. All right, Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, man. Sure, man.
PHNX Rising.
That's the words of a man who loves Almond Joys.
PHNX
I'm
Rising
sure.
Pod. We're back.
Yeah, man. I'm sure.
We're back.
PHNX Almond Joys.
That's crazy. Well, we got a little matchup. San Antonio FC, right? Last time Rising faced them back in April, right? 2 times, right? First time Rising went on the road, a bit of a surprise upset 2-1 in league play. Play them a couple weeks later, not quite the same result, losing 1-0 in the group stage of a certain USL Cup. That's all we'll say.
Jägermeister Cup.
Yes, that might be it. Yeah. What do we think, right? I mean, again, listen, that is so far in the season. We've talked about this before.
Yep.
There's not really much you can compare it to. This was a very different Phoenix Rising team.
Yep.
It's a very different San Antonio team.
Yep.
I like it. What can we expect from this matchup?
That there will be 90 minutes played. Phoenix Rising will be one of the teams. Hopefully the hosts. No.
Hopefully the host.
If this gets to 10 likes, Rees gets hit with another Nerf ball.
Well, I mean, you look at Rising's 11 that game.
No free ads.
Braxton Montgomery played that game. Harvey Neville played in that game. Emi Cuejo, Gerald Margarita, Damian Rivera, guys that have either left the club or aren't.
One more time.
hurt.
Can you give us that list again?
Emi Cuejo, Braxton Montgomery,
That's a guy.
Harvey Neville,
That's a guy.
Gerald Margarita, and Damian Rivera, all of which either
Dear
left.
Hey,
God.
Harvey Neville's with San Antonio now.
I'm assuming he's
Heyo.
ineligible to play.
Because he's a lone player.
Okay.
yeah.
But I mean, that game, back when it happened all those many years ago, when Max was just a wee little lad, it felt like that was the turning point for
I don't think you were
Rising,
born
where
yet.
it was such a good win away from home, and then they just don't ever do.
I'm pretty
anything
sure
with
he's
it.
the same age he is now.
That is correct.
true, but
Actually, not
Not by much.
by much. Just on the border.
Months.
You were correct, yeah.
He got older.
Here's my question: is the ball going to be in
We
play
all-
in this game? Because it really wasn't in
Say
the
that
last game. Is the ball going to be in play in this game? It really wasn't against North Carolina. And I think we've seen a kind of trend in that in Rising's recent games. They've really been hovering around the 50-minute mark. And actually, last game,
Dark arts.
last game, 49 minutes and 18 seconds of ball in play.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
That is peak.
Dark arts football there. Absolutely love to hear that. Just the things you kind of love to see when you grow up watching the game. You want to see the ball in play for 48 minutes.
It's pretty gross.
No, it's not. It's what we live for.
Don't love
Look,
that.
I think the biggest thing, though, when we look at it, it's hard to know necessarily what personnel San Antonio are going to come out with. They have a game tonight.
They do.
They are playing
Away
Orange
to Orange County. Yep.
right? We don't know properly what they're doing. Are they going home? Are they staying over there and flying here? Are they flying here early? Not entirely sure.
Nice. Yeah.
But, yeah, nice. Well, it's what watching 49 minutes of ball in play in a 95-minute game does to you.
Good save.
But at the end of the day, you're not entirely sure what kind of personnel they're going to put out there.
Sure.
You'd imagine Harvey Neville may get some minutes today, I guess, because he can't play on the weekend. I get to. What do you think about Harvey Neville then?
He's a footballer.
He's a guy.
His uncle, Gary, not fond of him, but hey.
Oh dear.
dear.
But look. At the end of the day,
San Antonio.
this San
they're still
Antonio team
playing
is
for
so
something.
up and down.
Yeah.
Genuinely so up and down.
Genuinely. They are.
It's hard to tell. I think exactly
I
what's
mean,
going to happen.
the one advantage, right? Rising does have very clear one, like you mentioned, right? San Antonio, they are going to play Orange County. They're on the road tonight, then traveling short week to Phoenix Rising. Plus, it's gonna be interesting, right? That is a very massive thing, especially when you're juggling seeding in their own right. They're trying to fight. I mean, they're on the outside of home playoffs, very much hosting a home playoff match, very much not looking likely for them. But they're still
They win tonight.
I know they're still in
level on
position. Plus,
points.
they
They're
have
on
a
good
game in
points.
hand. So, right, they're trying to fight for it. It's going to be interesting, especially Rees. This is always the tough part, right? You're looking into this coaching matchup.
They have to head over El Paso.
Do you see them going out maybe with a stronger 11 tonight against Orange County? Are they saving it for Rising? It's kind of a tough spot that San Antonio is in their own right.
Yeah, I confused you there by bringing up El Paso.
You
You
did.
just couldn't cope with it, huh?
Okay, we could have just
Well,
moved on without.
You're right. That is true. Well, I mean, I think because you're coming in off a loss on Saturday, I think you want to get that taste out of your mouth as quick as possible and get a win. Because I feel like when a team wins midweek, the momentum shifts drastically for that upcoming Saturday game.
Mm-hmm.
And if they win tonight against Orange County, all of a sudden they're riding high and they'd be in a home playoff spot. They'd like to secure it. They've got a game against El Paso on the final day, which could be actually a really good game given the circumstances. But still, they've got a lot to play for. I think they have to go as close to full choice tonight and then just kind of make it to the end against Rising by any means possible. Kind of like an Open Cup week where you just say, hey, that third game in that 8-day span, whoever's available, you're going to play.
At the end of the day, right, San Antonio do clinch a playoff place if they win tonight.
Yeah.
That's a big one for them. Do they then take the foot off the gas a little bit?
Yeah, it's begging the question for sure. I mean, I don't know. That it is the tough part because they're really borderline with El Paso, especially knowing you're going into that last matchup of the season, hosting them. That could, they play their cards right. That very much could come down to hosting playoffs.
Also, worth pointing out, El Paso is playing Tulsa.
Yeah,
Brutal.
Right?
Yeah.
Although, admittedly,
that's
again,
very
Tulsa
juicy.
don't have a lot to play for anymore.
It's very juicy.
Here's the thing. Tulsa genuinely don't have anything to play for because they have sealed up top spot.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, here is the bit important thing. USL doesn't make sense. USL does not make sense with its seeding for the final. And that's a critical part to this. Why? Because they treat your seed as the main determining factor, not the actual performance when you get to, say, the final. And therefore, for example, you would say, well, Tulsa are 5 points behind Charleston. Maybe they want to win both and hope Charleston drop points.
Yes.
So maybe you'd be ahead of them then. But there's a slight issue with that. Because Charleston are on the number 2 seed and Tulsa are a number 1 seed, it doesn't matter. And Tulsa would host Charleston.
Hmm.
Because that's how USL does things.
Gotta love it.
Now, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
And there was actually a lot of arguing over this back in 2023 when people didn't entirely know what was going to happen. And there was more stuff last year when people were arguing over Rhode Island and hosting or not hosting. But that is how it works. It's not good, but it's how it works. So Tulsa doesn't have a lot to play for anymore.
That's
Well, as long as they don't go on vacation like Max and Rising.
What
sense of
when we're
vacations, yeah.
looking at this San Antonio C team, right? Again, there's familiarity, some different players here and there. I mean, you're looking at some of the
There are
last
different players in there, to be fair.
That's
In
how
fact,
sports
who-
works.
Who would you highlight?
Harvey Neville's starting tonight for him.
Uh-huh.
He
Max is still on this show.
I
Eric.
told you.
Yes, he is.
I told
only
you.
on occasion.
That's great. That's crazy.
Part-time Max is here, to be fair.
Not even
Shout out to
special
our boy.
occasions, just any occasion. And not good ones. Jorge Hernandez, even though it wasn't the best of starts for him, he's
Does Max
very
even
good player.
love footy? Ooh,
great
that's-
question there. Great question.
People are asking. Anyway, yeah, who do
Jorge
you...
Hernandez, Max.
Jorge Hernandez.
He's
Go.
not quite the assister that he was these last couple of seasons. He is still creating the chances. He only has 4 assists though this season. Last couple of seasons, he's been just shy of.
That didn't sound
double-
like a sister. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. And then, like,
I know, but regardless, 11 goals this season, which he's quite stepped up there. Last couple of years, 5 combined. Very much quality player. I think he missed out one of the times Rising played them this season, and so that'll be quite the threat. Obviously, Max's guy Harvey Neville in there, his favorite player of all time. Richard Sanchez in goal, not a very good goalkeeper. Could be something that Rising could take advantage of.
but Rising doesn't by and large get a lot of shots on
No, they
target. Is the thing.
and that's an issue. But hey, Richard Sanchez might not be able to save the ones they do.
Not great. Not
No.
great. It's gonna be interesting, especially seeing where Rising
Too busy
might.
focusing on Max's fantasy team.
How are you doing? Are you still winless?
No, I actually won. Still in last place. It's tough.
Last play.
Hey, we'll take it. We got time. From Phoenix Rising perspective, kind of tough to see. Oh, hey,
Thanks, man. Oh, that's not what I asked for. I asked for a high five.
that's
man.
fine. Who do we kind of think?
He actually asked you to eat the almond joy, but you won't do
Yeah.
that.
Who? Ooh, your hands are so cold and clammy and like sweaty. Ugh.
Okay.
We
then.
didn't need commentary on
thanks,
his
man.
hands.
Just being real.
Max, your hands are
Who will
warm
who will Phoenix Rising line up with? Right? Do we? Is there anyone we kind of favor? Again, you're kind of going to these matchups.
Well,
Of,
it's what the shape is. That's the question.
I
And
know.
that is the big question.
I
I
know.
think, is do you play with the back 5 or do you play with the back 4?
I wonder.
That is the big question.
Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder.
What are you trying to do there, Max?
I'm just asking. Makes you wonder.
He's scratching his chin because he's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
We'll see.
Especially I mean, right? You got definitely different personnel up front. I do tend to agree with you, right? You're trying to necessarily, you could maybe do with not trying to score, the abundance of goals, tying up a bit more, the back, change of shape. That'd be the worst thing. Trying to figure out that personnel. So I don't know. I mean, should we get into score predictions? Do you got anything else?
You do owe, by the way, Polar Pop. If you show up this weekend, are you showing up this weekend?
No, come on.
Why wouldn't I?
Why would no? Why? What are you going to?
Why wouldn't I?
No, just answer yes or no to the
Don't
question.
worry
Max
about
Simpson.
it. People worry too much.
Because you don't ever show up, man.
People
Max,
worry.
I'm literally doing the double. on
Eric
Saturday,
Ruby, how
Max,
about you
and
go
won't
back
even
to
be-
one of your own
You'll
two
be doing the
shows,
0.
pal.
You won't be doing either. You will be ending like most Tottenham Hotspur.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't hear a word you say, and that's probably good.
Completely flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't even know what you're saying. Can we just get a score prediction?
Ayrton brought up Jared Butler in the chat, so I think it's gonna be like 35-0 after his 35 ball last night.
Wow. Okay. So 35.
No,
now.
actually, it'll be 1-1.
Okay.
Easy to go draws.
This team doesn't do 2 games in a row, and I've also learnt that by and
Unless it's a
large-
draw.
It's true, unless draws. They
They
love
love a
draws.
draw.
They love
Love
a good
'em.
draw. I've also kind of come to the conclusion we all predicted losses last week, I think, and it wasn't. So I'm going to go with a loss and see if they win. So I'm going to say 2-1 to San Antonio.
Hmm.
Max, what's your prediction?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. Kind of does feel like a draw kind of game. Also see a loss. I'll go 1-all. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Thanks, man. Just copying off me.
Let's see. Freckle Mama, what do you got?
Yeah, you can copy, just don't make it obvious.
Yeah.
I'm going 3-all.
Ooh.
That's not even
dicey.
that crazy this year.
It's
I feel.
juicy. It's really
No,
not.
we've
That's pretty
seen that
good.
so many times.
It's kind of boring.
So many
I'd
high
rather take a
scores.
0-0.
Amanda Wilson, I'll go 2-1 Rising like I did last week. Chat, keep them coming. Yeah, man. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I don't know. There's score predictions, chat going off. Anything else for this match? No, James Wilson in the chat. I'm with a 2-1 loss on this. Anything else in that? Well,
Who's the referee?
Oh, that's a great question. I didn't
surprised
actually
he,
know that one.
surprised he hasn't said anything yet.
That's a good question.
We don't want the Gainbridge Super League. We want the
No,
USL
we want
Championship.
USL
We don't want the
Championship.
Gainbridge
And he's
Super
going
League.
to be...
Brad Jensen.
Is it?
Don't know who that is, but we will welcome him to Phoenix with open arms.
Interestingly, it's not tagged. Yeah, we've seen Brad.
I looked
Deborah,
up Brad Jensen, and
2-1.
it's an Instagram account for a
Going
bodybuilder.
Rising.
Awesome.
Assuming. We'll see. Devinol,
Why?
2-0
Hang
win.
on, where is the USL Championship?
Look at all the
post for this
positivity,
week?
except for James
It's
Wilson. But
below
that's
the
okay.
Gainbridge Super League.
With Mr. Owen.
But it's no, because it says 32. That's the wrong week.
No,
Rees
it's
with the
it's
question
on there.
Ref,
I'm
you know it.
It's not
33.
loading for me.
terrible.
BRI's
That's
not giving
poor.
it to me.
It's
They cut me
the
off.
big Select Brilliant
Stuffed
Super Bowl.
Devinol.
Do you not see it by Select from Select?
Yeah,
The makers of all the great. They have
Team
a
shows
word.
players.
The
Chat.
Brilliant
I'm not sure
Super.
what the
That's what it
question
is.
yeah, it's giving me last week's. Is all it's giving me.
All right. Well, while you guys are doing that, we will see you on the other
Nuts.
side of the break. All right. Listen, dollar beer night.
Yeah.
You get time to lock in.
Yeah.
The only best way to lock in is the premium pair
Is it?
of branded bills. Branded bills, looking good. And you can make yourself look darn good. Get not one, not two,
You
maybe
got a
even
hat
3 different hats.
Yeah, there is.
Get my hat.
Do it right
Get
now.
him on a hat. Get
Use the
them on
promo
a
code
hat.
BBPHNX for
I don't see
15%
any U of A
off
ones, and he's not a U
your
of A
order.
fan.
There's a nice ASU one right there because they are partnered, of course, with ASU,
Shit.
with
Is it
U of
Tucson
A,
boy?
even with the Suns as well. And they're, of course, partnering with universities all throughout the country. They do, by the way, a ton of, thank you very much, ton of custom hats. And that's really what they build their business on, right? They have done a ton of stuff with us. They do collab hats with all the other cities within ALLCITY Network. And they're really just premium hats
Yes, they
right
are.
here in Tempe. Tour the facility, massive, beautiful facility
Right here in
out
Tempe.
there, right here in Tempe. It's
I
absolutely
have
great.
never seen someone wear
Wow.
a hat. So.
Again, use promo code
You-
BBPHNX for
Fix
15%
it up,
off
Rees.
Yeah, I do
your
need to.
order.
It's so tight all
Also,
the way. That's
shout out to
never
friends at
gonna work
Chicken
for
and
me.
Pickle. Chicken and Pickle, right? Again, I always say for a place that has, pickleball place, must mean a lot when you have chicken in the name, and their food is darn good. You can even put it to the test, because right after a Phoenix Rising dollar beer night, no matter what the score is, head on over to Chicken Pickle. Sunday, right afterwards, we are doing our first PHNX Cardinals tailgate of the season. It's going to be awesome. And dare I say it, Max is, in fact, buying beers.
He's buying beers.
Max is buying
Beers.
food buffets at Chicken and Pickle.
I don't believe
That's
that.
what
Are you
it
serious?
is. Now
You're funny.
it's going
No.
on. It's going on.
Max
Go
is
to gophnx.com.
saying
Dude, stop
this. It's
go to
a lie.
gophnx.com/events and sign up now for your free spot to enjoy this tailgate. It's absolutely
You are
fantastic.
not buying a food
Chicken and
buffet.
Pickle. They have all the tailgating stuff. They have indoor and outdoor pickleball courts. We have a live pregame, halftime, and postgame live Cardinals shows. It's that fantastic. Go check them out. Chicken Pickle this Sunday. Also,
Are you really buying food?
you gotta stop touching me, man. Also, we gotta
Nice,
shout
you're
out
buying food.
our supporters club, right? Join our supporters club today. Sign up on our YouTube channel. $5 a month. Get a badge next to your name in the live chat and comments. All the great stuff, dude. We got fire emojis. We got all the great stuff. Here's the thing. By the way, everyone is getting all the different custom emojis, which is all great. If we had a custom emoji for the show, you pick one thing. What would it be?
I don't think I can say it.
Max with a polar pop.
That's fair.
Oh.
I like Max with Boy Pop. That's good.
Hang on. Hear me out here. Hear me out.
I don't like where this. I should. This one I
I
shouldn't have.
actually don't like
Hot dog.
Yeah. Max, please don't make him
Dude,
do that.
bro.
Don't make him do that. They could do that.
Gosh, get away from me. Bro, stop. Get away. Oh, gosh, we're back. The show.
Oh, an Almond Joy. That's a better one.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's a
Joy.
shout. That's a shout, to be fair.
In the
You're a big
years
Almond Joy, man.
that this show has gone on, we're gonna pick something from the last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or shrimp on pizza.
Shrimp on pizza, to be fair.
This is why. This is
Shrimp.
What else?
Simpson.
Max is buying beers when you're ready.
It would have to be
say
Max with a beer.
cheers.
It would have to be Max with a beer.
It would.
Like beer in one hand, dollar bill in the other. Kind of symbolizes.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
but
would
that
be
picture doesn't
beautiful.
exist. Anyway, back.
Because he doesn't buy beers.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't buy beers.
Factually incorrect, dude. Factually incorrect. Again, for those of you who are at the 2023 USL Championship final, they can attest. Max is buying beers.
Phoenix Rising have had how many head coaches since then?
I'm sorry. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. I mean, to be fair, that's not an indictment on me. That's an indictment. That's an indictment.
It's the day that you bought beer.
That's an indictment. Phoenix. I'm sorry. How many have you bought? Have you ever at any one point bought more beers for the fans than I have?
I have bought beers for the fans.
Have you
Yeah.
bought more beers than I have?
I
Probably
don't know because I brought
cumulatively?
boxes.
Yeah, because he
I brought
bought so
boxes.
many.
I did
yeah,
bring
no, he
boxes.
actually, yeah,
On a bus
yeah.
for the fans going to Vegas when you didn't
And
know.
Max never did that.
And I can't name them anymore
Shout-
because he'll kill me for.
Shout
Oh,
in
it's a
tweeners.
free advert.
No, we give out free ads on the PHNX
And you know what? At
Rising
least I
podcast.
brought the beers from at that time a partner, whereas Max brought non-partner
That's
branded
crazy.
beers on the bus one.
Shame.
That's crazy.
Would you believe it?
That's crazy. I show them what not to drink.
We
yeah.
have 24 minutes left, Max Simpson.
Yeah, what do we want to talk about?
I don't even know what we're talking about. 24 minutes.
We
How
are-
have we got 24 minutes
I
left?
have no
I mean,
idea.
to be fair, it's
Um,
kind of the show
Pain and
segmented.
misery of the playoff standings,
It
maybe.
is. Might as well. It probably is going to get into that point.
Where are we going, Rees? Give me a prediction.
Albuquerque, New Mexico for
You
the
think so?
40th time in the last 2 seasons. Visit Albuquerque.
So, okay, well, I'm curious about that.
Welcome to Albuquerque.
I don't want to
Best
go to
part of
Albuquerque.
I mean,
I'm
that-
actually going to go to a playoff game.
As we gotta love how playoff history, and of course, Phoenix Rising is destined to literally always go to Albuquerque.
Ready to say
Yeah.
cheers.
Well, no, let Max speak. I'm intrigued to hear what he
I'm
says.
curious when you say that, right? Are you predicting New Mexico to finish second or third?
I don't know, man.
Because that's the variable. Like
Max-
I see Rising being in a solid lock for 6. I don't disagree with you, but that's kind of the interesting part. Could be
Sacramento's
flip-flop.
got a game in hand.
Could be flip flopped. Could get dicey.
Oh man, yeah. Instead of Albuquerque, let's go to Sacramento, guys. We're just talking about great vacation.
Okay, I mean, let's also call it
destinations.
what it is. Sacramento is unobjectively much better place to visit than Albuquerque.
Okay, but we're like talking about, would you rather support Tottenham or Chelsea? Like
Come on,
you don't want to do either.
Oh man, you are lucky Damon isn't producing us today because this would just turn into the most roast Rees kind of session that we've possibly ever seen.
Damon, you heard me.
You're just gonna see the chat suddenly pop up. Right
No, you
now.
see the door open and just David comes to your head.
Well, I believed in you, Rees. I believed.
So we got
in you,
we're
and
trying
you
to
betrayed
nail this down, right? You have Tulsa right there, the lock.
Don't want to go to Tulsa.
The lock at 1, 2 through 4. I mean, really, it's 2 and 3. It kind of seems a toss up. El Paso, it's very possible.
Rising can still get a home playoff game, Max. Do you believe in miracles?
No,
do you believe in miracles?
I do not.
I believe in
Right.
miracles.
I mean, 2 through 3, that's kind of going to be the toss up. Then you kind of get into, it seems El Paso kind of a lock at 4, but we'll see. It's going to be that
I don't know
5.
because San Antonio.
That
could do
5
it.
through
Max, you keep
7.
saying that. El
That's
Paso
kind of
have
an
to play
interesting. That's
San-
kind of an interesting one.
And El Paso have
disagree.
been kind of poor for a while.
And they have to play San Antonio on the last day. That's genuinely whoever wins
All
that
right,
game.
so it's a little flip flop between 4 and
Yeah.
5. 4 and 5 could be a flip either way. 5 through 7 can be kind of interesting. Yeah, I know what you're trying to go for, pal. 7 and 8, even kind of a toss up there. Orange County. I don't know. I'm clearly right. Orange County, by no means are they mathematically eliminated. A
But
lot of
they
results,
need to
can
learn
but
how to win a
they
game.
need help.
They need to figure out how to do this thing that Rising only recently just discovered, and that is winning a game,
Tough.
which constitutes scoring more goals than the opponent. They haven't done so in a very long time. It's August 16th, so what, a week after Rising did? Against the same team, coincidentally. Colorado Springs. Look at that. And they're going to be the ones in the playoffs.
Woo dee doo. What
about 6 and 7, Devin? Rising in Lexington. Lexington, who knows, man?
oof.
They're not real. Lexington SC are not a real football club. They've got Sacramento at home and Oakland away. Not easy. Not the easiest.
Travel.
Yeah.
Travel. Look, I've said this the whole time. I thought that Lexington were being bigged up by a lot of people in a way that I wasn't thoroughly convinced by them. Not least because I thought the travel was going to hurt them by the end of the year. It's brutal. It's brutal to travel these distances anyway. But they're doing it while they're realistically further east than an Eastern Conference team.
Their away record this year, 3 wins, 8 losses, and 3 draws.
Look, all I'm going to say is if Louisville City was in the Western Conference this year,
yeah,
they would have terrorized this conference.
We are very thankful for that decision.
Thank you, USL Championship.
One of the few decisions that we both agree with and thank for.
Mr. Simpson, anything to add?
No, man, it's
Probably more.
This is it's
Spursy?
It's always the weird part of the season where you're just trying to
There's 2 games left, Max. It's not
know.
that weird.
No, it's just trying to figure out where everyone's going to slot in. I mean, obviously, we're going to get a much better idea after this weekend, but there is a lot in the air. I mean, right, you're kind of looking even how it compares to the East, where typically things, right, a lot more solidified.
Not a real conference, but yes.
Well,
It's a real conference.
Also that, but right, the East, a lot more solidified in the way, certainly at the top. I don't know. The West is just so jumbled this year. It really is.
I don't know. Even I mean...
In the middle,
just has a lot of teams
got
out of
4 through
clinch.
6. Could be
And
kind
the
of
bottom
anything.
as well is a bit weird as well.
Yeah.
Only 3 points between Indy and Detroit. That's make-upable, especially on the slide that Detroit are on right now.
Yeah.
They've lost 4 of their last 5.
Also, the East just has a lot of teams that are clinched, and Max is fooled by that illusion. The 3 through 6 could end in any order.
100%.
That's what I said. The middle,
Yeah.
the middle can be kind of
It's an
jumbled.
illusion, Max. You're fooled by it.
No, it's,
You're very easily fooled by
3 through 6 is kind of is what it is. Where do you? So we're kind of talking about who Phoenix Rising can play. Where do you predict Phoenix Rising finish?
Yeah, it's going to end up being Albuquerque. I don't know.
Right, but what I'm saying is, what
I
what's
don't
the-
know.
what's
No,
that
it
table?
could be 2 or 7 or 3 or 6.
You know the
It's-
positions I'm telling you.
So maybe I do.
He knows.
We're
because
going to
he'll do the
Albuquerque,
reaction.
Max. We're
Do
going
me
to
the
Albuquerque.
reaction. Do me the reaction race.
I can't remember what reaction. What
Where
am I being
Rising going to
told?
finish?
6-7, 6-7. It's very quiet in the room. I don't
That's
like that.
possibly the worst delivery I think I've ever seen.
Let's get as far away
I
from
was
that
just
moment as
expecting
possible.
you to do the hand thing. I wasn't
Don't worry, I'll
expecting
liven it
the-
up within this
voice.
break. We'll see you on the other side.
Got a
but of
break
course,
already?
join us right now. I can't get out of there.
He's already
fast
broken
enough.
me, to be fair.
I can't get out of here fast enough. Join us now. Here we go. All right. Our friends over at Rally House, they got all the things. Listen, you guys, ASU football, they need it. They need it right now. They need the help. We're on the comeback, and you know where it starts. It starts with the friends at Rally House. This Friday, join us at our Tempe Marketplace, at their Tempe Marketplace location for PHNX Sun Devils live show at 5:30. It's going to be a fantastic time. They do have giveaways. You can go in, get yourself a chance to win a gift card, little shopping spree, and check out all the fun stuff that Rally House had. It is the best place to go if you are a diehard Arizona sports fan, which I know you are in the chat, right? They have stuff for ASU. They have stuff for Rising. They have stuff for Cardinals, for Suns, for D-backs. All of that amazing stuff for Mercury, even U of A. They do all of that stuff, and they don't have like some of these other places where, oh, you're going to find a Dallas Cowboys jersey. No. It's only going to be the Arizona sports fan stuff. Check it out at Rally House at their Tempe Marketplace location this Friday. Also have 2 other locations throughout the valley. And of course, visit rallyhouse.com for all the great stuff where you can find there. And of course, shout out to friends over at Circle K. We're back to K in this dojo every single day. Circle K are our friends, are our best friends in this establishment, right? They have a ton of promotions, right? The 79-cent Polar Pops, 99-cent Frosters, all the great things. And of course, their meal deal matrix. You know what? $3, $4, $5 can go a long way today. $3, what can get you, Rees? Oh, a hot dog along with some chips and a Polar Pop. That's your favorite. You might have a couple $3 meal deals.
I
knowing
like Polar
you,
Pops.
yeah, you love a hot dog.
What does
too,
that
trust
mean,
me.
Max?
Yeah, we all know what it means.
No.
Got
Get
a
into it.
$4
We're
meal
gonna
deal
get
as well. A
into that,
Circle
Max.
K breakfast sandwich with hashies, as well as drinks such as a Bing, C4, medium coffee, Polar Pop, or of course you want to go with the $5 meal deal. 2 slices of pizza, no green bell pepper spinach, and 20-ounce soda
Half
or Polar
spinach.
Pop. Yeah, they got all the great stuff. Check out our friends at Circle K for all the great deals today.
Max,
It's America's third stop. It's Arizona's third stop. It's my first stop.
I'm sure of that, Max. What do you mean by I could have 2 meal deals? What does that mean, Max?
I think that you would enjoy the heck out of 2 $3
Two?
meal deals, which entitles you to 2
What
hot
does that
dogs.
mean? No. I feel like you're implying something else here.
I'm
Max.
implying that you like hot dogs.
that I live in an unhealthy lifestyle. I feel
No,
like that's
because
what
you
you're
like hot dogs.
That's
You
not
literally
very
have,
nice.
you.
It's not nice
Oh my
at all.
gosh.
I will send this clip to everybody, and you will be in big trouble, Max.
Name me
Big
one.
trouble.
Name me one person you're gonna send this to.
Owen Evans, Ayrton,
Wow, guys, he named 2.
Espo.
Oh yeah, send it to Espo, please. Please send it to Eric Ruby. He's not in the chat anymore.
Yeah, do send it to our
Loser.
loser.
Yeah.
Well, here's something I want to get into
that.
after we could not get out of the break fast enough after your cringe comment. Phoenix, stop.
Do it again, Rees.
Bad.
Show will end early.
Phoenix Rising. Let's say they're on pace, right? Maybe they finish in 6th
Or
or whatever the
7th.
place is below them, or whatever the place is below them.
6th or
Doesn't need a
7th.
name. I'm gonna ask you guys unobjectively, and I want the chat's response as
Why?
well.
Where
If
you want to
Phoenix
go on
Ri-
vacation?
If Phoenix Rising finishes above 8th place, is it a better team than last year?
Not inherently.
Is that? I'm curious. Yes or no?
I think there's a lot more that goes into it. To be clear,
I'm not saying there's not, but yes or no? What do you
I'm
think?
saying
I do
no.
also think the
Okay,
I
not a
think-
better team than last year.
I think the West
Didn't
is,
win enough.
I
Didn't win
think the
enough at
West
home.
is just as bad as it.
Yeah,
has
I
been.
mean the West is horrible.
I mean,
that's
that's a critical
Fact
part.
of the
here.
matter. The West is
I
bad.
mean,
Not good.
And they took off 4 extra games from the league. If they play the 4 extra games, where does Rising end up? This is all hypothetical. Who really
But
cares?
of course,
But I also think, I mean, if you're not winning,
Deborah
at
in the
home,
chat, this year's club
Who cares?
is better than last season's. Okay.
but by what metric is my
And that's why I beg the question, because you're finishing higher in the table. Some people might say, okay, it's at least you're not barely squeaking in. But then
Right,
to what
but-
we've seen from the eye test, it's also been yet another year of really tough to watch.
You
at a
also-
long
right,
period
but
of
really
time.
that's the
are
thing.
barely
This team
squeaking
needs to
in.
get another point to match their points per game from last year.
It's true.
Okay,
and they
Yeah.
very rarely could go without
that's-
a point.
They
and
could,
still
or
finish
they
higher.
could get the point and finish 6th or 7th.
It could.
He loves this, and that's the key part to me. They could effectively finish with the same record that they had last year. If they draw one of these last 2 games, that's what happens. Their points per game last year, if I've calculated this correctly, which I'm pretty sure I have, would work out at about 30, just about 37 points, just over 37 points in the slightly shorter season.
Mm-hmm. It's tough, man. And like when I even ask the question,
That I
it's-
think is a better metric.
Yeah.
They're close. They're very close. Or unless they like win both of these games, they're going to finish very close to
Even
their
with-
points per game from last year.
I mean the stats. It'll be interesting to comb through after the regular season's done. Even just from the eye test, it's really tough because last year it was just I don't know. Last year was a slog. I think it was a lot of middling, and even there was just some very unexciting matches. This year, it's just been you got a lot of this team ran very hot and cold sometimes. There was some unbeaten streaks. There was a lot of goals scored. Then they're cratering and just conceding goals like crazy the entire time. Then they're tightening up and they're draw FC. Like this season was a lot more of a roller coaster. Whereas I feel if you look, and maybe this is, again just recency bias, but if you look throughout the course of last season, it seemed like there was a lot of and it was a lot of meh. Whereas this season depends on kind of what month you're looking at. You could be getting a very different Phoenix Rising club. Yeah.
No, I agree. And
Yeah.
I mean, again, how many times have we talked about how inconsistent this team is? How
Consistently
every
inconsistent.
single game we don't see the same thing. How they could go from scoring 4 goals in X to scoring none, but concede 4 in both. It's just a little chaos this year. Last year it was 0-0, 1-0, 1-1,
Gross.
0-0,
Gross.
1-0. Boring. Put you to bed. This year, you're not getting put to bed every time you go to a match, which is quite
It's
nice.
true. I'll also
but-
make one other point, by the way, is that in those 4 games that were lost did include Louisville compared to last year who they played. They played every team in the East last year.
Yeah.
Rising didn't play Louisville this year. They didn't play Hartford, who have come on to be...
Didn't play Miami, which would have been free 3 points.
Not necessarily, because they started the season
They did.
well, and they've ended it poorly. Hartford started the season poorly, and they're ending it really well.
Who was the other one? Indy?
The other one is Indy, yeah. It's Louisville, Hartford, Indy, and Miami. So 2 above, 2 below the playoff line, but the 2 above are very good teams at the moment. I don't want to see either of those teams.
Yeah. Chat, curious as well. Keep on chiming in with your thoughts, right? If Phoenix Rising finishes above 8th, are they better than last season? Deborah, again, the chat, analyze data for all seasons and learn what worked, what did not, and make adjustments. Ooh, that is going to be potential talk of the offseason. We'll see if this team, what that looks like, right? If they're going to be super tactically different, if they go in different personnel, what that ends up looking like, even from the right, a lot of different decisions to be had. I don't know. It is different in terms of the run of results. I think, I don't know. Does this club feels like there's some progression from last season to feel like it was a bit of a kind of square peg round hole? Maybe they're building on something, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see, but it's just kind of a weird feeling where they're going to end up similar point total last season, similar-ish place. Feels different, yet it feels the same.
Yeah.
You really want to...
Reese, where do you think they're going to finish?
6-7, 6-7.
He doesn't know how to react.
I just feel that
is very cringe, I'm afraid.
it's the only joy that I can have in this life, and watching.
Oh my gosh.
This is getting dark.
Well, let's turn to something way more optimistic.
Darts,
Darts. Let's talk about the darts.
World
Reese,
Grand
the World
Prix.
Grand Prix. Tell me about the World Grand Prix.
Luke Littler, master class.
And then he lost the next day in the World Youth Championship. Did he not?
he did in the semifinal to
Yep.
Bo Greaves. Nuts game. He averaged like 107s.
And lost.
Max, what's your thoughts on that? He had a couple 9-darter attempts, but missed double 12 twice.
Can't have that.
Just can't.
Sad.
Yeah. It is.
You'd
And
be
then-
better on those doubles, Max.
Oh no, dude, I'm not good at darts.
Oh, we know.
We know.
Better than you guys, though.
No,
I don't believe that.
Bet.
not
Bet.
for us.
I really
We'll do a PHX Rising competition.
We will do a darts. If you want one day, we'll do darts.
Easy.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me Jackson Dart.
All right, bro.
Cam Scatterboo.
Get up.
Bang, bang.
See the door. There's a handle on it. I want
You
you,
notice
to
how
pull it.
our boy Reese, who has spent the last 10 minutes just doing
I'm not gonna do it one more time.
He's not doing it
I'm
anymore.
not
doing that. You have now out cringed him to the
yeah.
point where he's telling you to leave.
I don't really care about Reese's opinion. Shall we talk about the U.S. men's national team?
No,
2-1.
No.
Should we
for
talk about
Australia.
England making the World Cup? Yes.
Shocker.
Beat Latvia. What a game. Latvia, the mighty
Gosh, this
Latvia.
room
Oh
is
man,
never
I
been
can't
more
wait until
quiet.
they play someone half decent in knockout round and it
What?
all
You
goes
mean
to-
Latvia, Albania, and some other teams isn't a competitive group?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me, man.
Wait, let me read the whole group. Sorry. Andorra,
Oh yeah.
competitive team. Serbia, proper
Where
side.
is Andorra?
It's in the
Spain,
Pyrenees. It's
Portugal,
between
somewhere
Spain
near
and
there.
France.
I was waiting for somewhere. It's close. I knew it was between two. Wrong side. Albania, proper side. Latvia. These are proper teams.
Latvia's not very good at all.
Did you watch Wales play the other day, Max?
Yeah,
Not
it's
the
amazing.
game against England. Who cares? It's a friendly.
Oh,
Don't
it's a
care in the
friendly,
slightest. Did you watch him play against Belgium?
There's something.
Max, I watched him score in the 8th minute. Bless him. That's really all I have to say. It looked like the Welsh won the World Cup in that moment. And then 10 minutes later, they
He
gave
scored
away
in
a
the 8th
penalty.
minute against Belgium. Give him the trophy.
Yeah. 10 minutes later, they gave away a penalty.
Former
and then
Spurs
that
defender,
was
Joe Rodon.
unfortunate.
Rodon. Let's go. Kevin De Bruyne. Guy.
He's still playing.
He really is. Man.
He's
Oh, boy.
34. You always think
Yeah.
he's older than that, don't you?
Yeah, but also
But the man's
like,
been around forever. You just kind of think he's there, been there forever.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Latvia, who are ranked just below the Faroe Islands and Kuwait. They are one place above
Which is the
Turkmenistan.
Which is the strongest of the
To be
Faroe
fair,
Islands?
the Faroe Islands did just beat Czechia.
They were a difficult opponent. We only scored 3 open play
Faroe
goals
Islands
against
look
them. We also only
beautiful.
scored 3 open play goals
Oh
against
my
Wales.
gosh! You look up Faroe Islands. What a place!
They're friendly, mate.
Oh, I know. I know.
Beautiful.
It's just
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Harry Kane penalty
Oh, yeah.
against
No, the
Latvia.
Faroe
and
Islands,
an
yeah.
own goal.
Just made me-
Scenes. We
wow.
were there.
God.
We are all witnesses.
He didn't know that the Faroe Islands was a. Here's a
Beautiful?
question for you.
Territory
Here's a
of
question.
No,
Denmark.
for
I'm
you.
saying beautiful.
No. I'm intrigued. I'm
Have you ever
intrigued
been?
now.
No.
No.
Okay, then how do you know?
I'm looking at
You judging a book by its cover. You should never, ever, ever judge a book by its cover, Max.
Then how else do you determine how to
You
travel?
go to the places.
You
and
go to the
witness.
place without looking at how it is.
Yeah, I went to.
Here's a question.
Belfast,
I'm intrigued, by the
Dublin.
way.
Don't know if I'd ever.
On the topic of the world rankings, I'm going to test you guys because we've got 4 minutes to go. I want to test you guys. I want to know, do you know the only team in the Coca-Cola men's world rankings from FIFA? Coca-Cola men's world rankings. that is.
we heard you the first time. Say it again.
Coca-Cola.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Why don't
It's
you
not
say it again?
Pepsi.
I
It's
think I
not their
missed it.
competitor.
The
Competitors,
only
Pepsi.
team, there is only one team in the men's rankings that is unranked.
Eritrea.
He knew it off the bat.
Yeah, I knew it.
He is correct.
Because their forfeit
They have not played a
got
game.
Nigeria into the World Cup playoffs in Africa, the CAF playoffs scenes. We're all
Yeah.
witnesses there too. Max, you just don't know ball like that, do you, man?
Well done. To my hat to you, sir.
With Eritrea, they are indeed unranked because they haven't played a real game.
Dude,
they
I forget how
played.
big Finland
They played a
is.
couple of games against.
Are you looking at a map?
Yeah, man.
Niger,
Maps are great.
but they're like
It's a
backup team.
PHNX Rising Geography Hour.
They haven't played a proper game since January 2020. which
Norway,
means
Sweden,
they
Finland
are
looking
not-
like that. Just like
Norway
three
looked like they're going to
fingers.
qualify. Pa was very happy about that.
Dude, Norway.
Sweden,
Powerhouse.
first time sacking their
Sweden.
manager.
You look
Sure,
at
Sweden has too much
Here's the
talent.
thing, here's
Too
the
much
thing.
talent.
As
crap.
long as Norway,
I know.
Yeah, Sweden have just fallen off a cliff, but they're going to make the playoff anyway because they
Yeah.
of their
No.
Nations League.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Is that how
as
it's
long
done?
as
Yeah.
Norway do not drop points at home against Estonia, they pretty much have to lose by about 12 to Italy because goal difference is the first
Saying
tiebreaker.
so.
In the final game to not qualify. Pa was very happy about this.
Yeah.
Former Norwegian international himself.
Oh, but of course.
Who maybe there was a bit of joking at the end of the press conference today that it's like, if it came down to it, may have to take a red card to, oh no, I can miss it, so I've got to go off to the Norway game.
Nice. Commitment to the game.
That's
He's got to be
beautiful.
there. He wants to take his
I
daughter.
can't even hate. That's
love
what it's
to
all
see
about.
it.
They haven't qualified for a World Cup since '98, to be fair. So huge. And they did. I mean, look, they're a team that have just. I mean, they drew their friendly yesterday, but you look at the competitive games that they've had. I mean, 11-1 against Moldova.
It's just because
and this
Martin
window,
Odegaard is
they play
just
Israel and put
such a good
5 on them.
player.
I mean, Erling Haaland just
Martin
it's a cheat
Odegaard
code, but
is
still.
unreal.
Mm.
That's really what it all comes down to. Martin Odegaard's ability.
He's a guy. Yeah.
Who's he play for his club, Max?
I mean, I know it. I know it's Arsenal. Has he actually like genuinely? I'm not even trying to poke fun. I'm being serious. Isn't he been like pretty injured most of the season?
Yeah, he has. I
So
think
he hasn't done
he's
much
played
this season.
200 minutes in 7 games. He's left 3 consecutive starts injured.
Brutal.
Miserable.
Doesn't get worse than that.
And on that note, I think that's
It does actually. If you watch Phoenix Rising,
That's how we end it here on another episode
Can
of the
only get
PHNX
worse.
Rising and whatever else we talk about podcast. Of course, you can follow the show at PHNX__rising.
double the underscores, double the almond joys for Max Simpson.
Almond joy for Max.
That's why I didn't even prompt it because we all knew we were going to get to this point at some point. You can follow me on Twitter at Max David Simpson. You can follow Owen on Twitter at OJ Evans18. You can follow Rees on Twitter, Rees11_. Follow Aaron Town on Twitter at Frecklemamba. It's probably all the follows we really need. Appreciate it. We'll be back Wednesday, 6 p.m.
We will.
And it's going to be down to playoff week.
This is
Following.
football.
Well, till then, it's a beautiful game.
But it's way more beautiful when Max eats an almond joy.
You have to win out. Good luck with that. It's way more beautiful.
When Max eats an almond joy.
No, that's not. We're not gonna end like that. It's
Way more beautiful when Max eats an almond
It's
joy.
It's way more beautiful.
When Max eats an almond joy. When Max eats an almond joy. When Max eats an almond joy.
Phoenix
When Max
Rising
eats an
has
almond
2
joy.
wins in a row.
We all silly like the mayor.